Hey guys, Johnny here, and welcome to the Investing for Beginners community. Today, we are going to talk about how you can make over 6% in 1 week on a small account by using these simple trading strategies. How would you like to grow that to $5,000 and make 6% in a day instead of a week? How about growing that account to $20,000 and you'd barely even have to move it 1% a day and you could make over $100? And then get this, guys. Sometimes you can get lucky and make over 400% in a week by simply using these strategies. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely smash that like button below and subscribe so you don't miss out on all this great action. So what we're going to do is we're going to share my screen and we're going to break down some stocks that I'm going to be looking at this week. Now, remember, this is not financial advice, and I do not tell you to buy, sell, or hold any stock or any of these. All I can say and all I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market this year. So, guys, we are going to be showing you and introducing you guys to the Qs. Do you know what the Qs are? We're not talking about the Clintons. I guess that'd be the C's, right? But it would be triple Q. Triple Q, okay? Now, Invesco Triple Q Trust has been around for a very long time, guys. And as you can see with their track record, if we move out to a max, they have actually done quite well for themselves. Okay, they're actually up from this low point of $17 to $439. They have increased their stock price by over 2,400%. That is fantastic. Now, what does that mean? Well, how do we play off of this? Well, let's look at a daily chart. Okay, and for some of you who are not sure what I'm using, I am using WeBull. There is a link below if you want to sign up. You'll get free shares and up to 5% on your cash by simply holding it in that account. So as you can see here, I have a stock ticker up here. This is a chart I'm using. We're on the 1 minute at the moment, and this black in between this point and this point is the market. Okay, anything in gray is market close. So this is, I'm recording this right now at 8 o'clock. And this is where it is, about halfway through the night. Now see how it kind of stayed steady through the night? Well, some days it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up. Now, that's not what we're going to be looking at. What we're going to be looking at is how can we make money from this? I want to show you on Robinhood exactly how this moves, and then we're going to play off of that while showing you a little bit of my investments as well. How much money I have in each one, what my process and my thought process is behind each one. And again, all that I ask is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, guys, with that said, as you can see in the past year, Invesco Triple Q is up 43%. Now, you could have bought this company last February for around $290, $290, $300, okay? Now, you can just put your money in this long term and you can actually make 43% profit every single year by holding this company. Now, they do hold a lot of different sectors, like technology being 50% or majority of what's in their fund, 15% communications, 13% consumer, 6% health. Now, why am I telling you all these things? Well, these are the fundamentals of the company. This is what the company is holding, because this is a Triple Q tracks a modified market cap weighted index of 100 NASDAQ listed stocks. The listed name for Triple Q is Invesco Triple Q Trust Series 1. They have 102 holdings. They've been around since 1999. And they have, it's a large growth account. Now, why is this important? Okay. Well, they're holding some of the top leading companies right now, such as Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Broadcom, Tesla, Alphabet Class A, Costco, and Alphabet Class C, which is basically both of those are Google. Their assets right here, 8%, 8%, 5%, most of it, 50% of all their money and all of the stock in this triple Q is technology. Technology right now is going up. Now, the great thing about this company is that it has tons of people that go in, and when they see that the stock price is starting to go down, they will either sell stock, they'll sell portion of it at low, they'll buy more stock at low. They're constantly buying in and out of different positions and trades and getting basically when it starts to go down, they don't like that, so they want to push it back up. They'll change some stuff around, they'll move some players around, but for the majority, this is what they hold, right? So if Microsoft goes down, let's go to Microsoft, and we can show you that Microsoft is also down today, slightly, okay? Now, why is this important? Well, because this company tracks it going down. Look at the one-year chart. See how it's going all the way steady up? Microsoft is also up 57%. Now, again, you could just invest all your money into Microsoft and it goes up 57% in the past year. Now, past performance does not predict future performance, so definitely make sure you do your research. And I am not suggesting you buy any of these companies. All I'm doing is giving you some research. Now, Microsoft did pay a dividend of 24 cents to me because I owned about a third of a share, not much, right, on this public trading account. Now, back to Triple Q and how you can make money also. And if you're sticking with me, comment Triple Q's down below so that way I know you've got this far in the video. Now, Invesco Triple Q is down for the day, roughly 1%. Okay, they were down a little bit more. They're down 2%. Now, that's not that important, but what is important, I mean, it is important, but watch this. SQQ is up 3%. They went from 1170 as high as 1223 and back down to 1203. Okay, look at their 1 year. Down. Now this company is down 68%. Why? Because the other company that mirrors or is the reverse is T Triple Q. And T Triple Q is actually down about 3% as well. So what does this mean? They're actually up 140%. Okay, so you could invested all your money in this company at $21 and been up 141% from a year ago to now. Now, here it is, guys. This is what you've all been waiting for. This is how you're going to make money. Okay, we do have to go back to WeBull, but I want to show you. I have $500 in Pro shares overnight. Now, this does go against some day trading strategies, but I am also a swing trader. I'm an opportunist. I trade the news. I trade trends. I trade what I can, especially with the value of this small account. Now, I am working with only about $1,500 in this small account, so it is a little bit more than 34% of this portfolio. As you can see, we're up about $2, almost $3 on a half of a percent point. Now, this is down 3%, and as you can see in the last 3 months, or even a month, it has some significant ups and downs. And what we are doing is buying it at the bottom. As you can see, my average cost is $55.23 on this account. It is much lower on the WeBull account. It's around the $53 mark, which is great. I didn't get in at the $52 mark, but I did get in about the $53 mark, so that is awesome. Didn't sell at the $69 like I should have on the 12th in the WeBull account, but I do hold that one a little bit more swing trade long term. The reason for this is that when it bounces, okay, we're going to go to WeBull now. You've seen that I got money in it, right? Put my money where my mouth is. Now, as you can see here, this is, we're going to do a 4-hour chart. And as you can see, it's going up. This is triple Q. Triple Q is going up, and we already have some solid trend lines here. I drew these up a while back. This is the EMA, and on the TQQ, I've kind of drawn my own lines, okay? Now, this is resistance right here, okay, new resistant. This is where it's going to bounce when it hits, and this is where it seems to want to stay around, about right here. This is what we're aiming for. Let's say that. This is what we're aiming for. Okay, if we can get to this area here, we're golden. If we can get up to this golden area, then we would profit significantly. Now, we are going to look at the trend line. From this point here, okay, as we see, it's hitting this. Now, it didn't break below, so it didn't create newer lows. It's bouncing off. Now, it can make lower lows. As you can see back here in February 1st, it was as low as 52.50. Now, suggesting that it goes up and bounces from, say, where it is now, it's at 56.06, okay? So say tomorrow's open, it's at 56.20. You can potentially get about 5 to 6% on your profit in a single day, sometimes maybe two, but usually in about a day to 2 days. This is how much this moves. So let's put it out to twos. That's almost 7% if it gets up to the higher part of this resistance, or it can get as high as a 61.14 also, which is more like 8%. Now that's when you would incorporate a trailing stop loss and ride this wave up. Now, as you can see here, in the past, not even that far, this was on the 13th, just a couple of days ago, it showed significant signs of support here, okay, and it bounced off of this support level, okay. Now, it doesn't always have to bounce off of the line. That's why I created two lines, okay. Consider this area here as like a zone, and if sometimes it can get in the zone, sometimes it can touch the zone, and sometimes it can be in the middle. Now, it can go through the zone, or it can never touch the zone, but it's usually just a basic guide or a reference, okay? As you can see here, it's done nothing but create higher highs and higher lows as time goes on, because this is TQQ. This is actually 3 times leveraged on triple Q. Now, the opposite, SQQQ, is the reverse. They're actually shorting, saying that the company is going to be going down in value, okay? So that is a big difference I failed to mention earlier. So now, if you take the support from here, it looked like it was at roughly 56, okay? And this was on the 13th. And you held it for even just 1 day, you'd make 3%. 2 days, you would have been up to 4%, and if you could have managed to hold it through even till the next day and somehow managed to sell right before open, you would have been up to roughly about 5 or 6%. Now, you can't necessarily trade there, so you would have wanted to either lock in profits there at the 4% mark, right? Because we don't want to be greedy. This company only takes brings in about 3 to 4% a day. And then look at this sell-off here. This is a huge sell-off, so you wouldn't be in this position, okay? You would not be holding this position. You would have already been out way up here. Like, so if you would have bought this on the 1st for around $53 and held to even 60, he didn't get up to 61, but you held to even 60, which was down here because you noticed it started dropping, and you're not as experienced, right? That'd be 12%, guys. Do you see that there on the far left? It says 11 days. There's this tiny little angle right here. See this little bar that's moving? This little screen? Okay, now watch. Look at it. It's 11 days, 36 bars for a total of 13.5%. Imagine 13.5% in 11 days. Okay, if you invested $1,000, that may be a lot, that may be very little to some watching, but $1,000 is just an example. 13%, you could have made $130, guys. Okay, $130 in 11 days, about a week. And you could multiply that by quite a bit more, and you could add more money to that. If you had 10,000 shares, you could have made a quick $1,100. $1,100 in 11 days. It's like $1,000 a day, guys. It's a pretty good average. Not many companies pay $1,000 a day. Now, how do you do this? Well, just like how I'm showing you now, you develop a strategy, okay, that you can use. I have an EMA, an MA, and a super trend on my account, okay? And as you can see, I try not to clutter it with so many supports and resistance lines. If you want to see a video about support and resistance, leave a comment below and I can make a video this coming week about that. But basically, support and resistance levels are going to be these, okay? As you can see here, this created a new lower low right here. And so we moved the lower bar down to 1097. This is going to be exactly where it bottomed out. It has the potential to go that low and touch. Okay, it also touched here, here, and through the night here and here. Now, once it shows signs, now this is one way to do it, okay? There's multiple ways to do it, so you have to build your own strategy. This is one way. Now, there's a lot of different things that I'm looking at, a lot of different key areas that I'm looking at besides just these two levels. I'm also looking at the RSI, showing if it's oversold, which means that there was a huge sell-off pressure and now the price is at a better value for buyers, and now buyers are stepping in to buy, which is this right here showcasing an uptrend. And then when it gets overbought, okay, too much buying pressure, it's overvalued and people don't want to buy it at the $12 mark anymore, then they'll begin selling. And the sell-off will happen for a few days, sometimes a day to a few days, as you can see. And then it goes right back up, okay? As you can see, there's been a nice trend line for the last month and a half, about 4 or 5 weeks. Now you want to take advantage of that, especially being SQQ, it's so cheap. SQQ is only $11.92 right now. So you can buy a lot more shares for your money than you could with QQQ at $427 or TQQQ at $56. Okay, now I have 9 shares of TQQQ and it's $500 value. We're up $2.15 and we have the potential to go up significantly more. So TQQQ right here, what do we say our share price was? $55.23. So we're down here, $55.23. So we already have profits locked in way down at this mark. Look at that. It's way up here at the $56 mark. So 56.06 is 2%. Okay, 2% already. And if it were to go up even more, it's potentially 8 to 9% on my investment that I currently have. Okay, it's a great strategy to use. Sometimes it can take 1 day. Okay, so we'll put the 1 day there, and sometimes it can take 2 days. But how would you like to make 5% in a single day, sometimes 2, on your money? What's 5% on 100? It's only $5, but that can be a lot to many beginner investors like yourself. After all, this is an investing for beginners community. Now imagine $1,000. That'd be $50 in a single day. That's like a part-time job by clicking a few buttons. Now, how much money do you need to invest to make that $5? Well, not much at all. If you put $1,000 in and you were to buy double the shares I have, because I'm at 500, instead of buying 9 shares, you buy 18 shares, you would actually be, in fact, up double of what I am right now. You'd be up $5 on a 0.5 percent point. A 0.5 percent point you would be up. It also has a potential of 10%, right? Now, it doesn't mean it will, but all you can do is draw your charts, guys. If you haven't signed up for WeBull, definitely check out the link below. Okay, we also have a MooMoo link as well, where you can start your investing journey and get 8% on your uninvested cash just for sitting in that account. A lot of banks don't even pay 1%. You can also get up to 15 free stocks when you fund the account. Check it out, link below. We also, okay, before you guys go, we have the best stocks for extra income in 2024. Now, I believe this is more of a monthly, it is $1,000 a month, but I believe it's more of investing in monthly paying stocks as far as dividends and stuff like that. So check it out. It's a pretty good video to use when you want to park your money and have that extra cash and don't do so much active investing. Also, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. You'll get a financial freedom can be easy 10-step guide playbook that I created just for you guys to start your path to financial freedom. There's also a free budget template I created just for you to get your budget in order. That'll help you with step number 3 in that 10-step guide. It'll go from you either struggling to save money to actually having money every single month to save, use, and then invest, so that way you can multiply it and make even more. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate you, and get out there, make some sound decisions, do more research, and let's get you more money in your pockets. Thanks, and go watch another video.